The final Assassin's Creed Shadows update of the year is dropping tomorrow, December 16th. We got the patch notes right now. We got footage of the finishers. We know what the Helix items will look like. They're kind of crazy and way, way more. So let's go over to the patch notes. I will link to them in the video description. And of course, I will do a main channel video covering the update like normal as well. So here we see it, the patch sizes. Let's zoom in a bit. Patch highlights, new finisher animations. We heard your feedback and are bringing new finishers to combat. Okay. Bring more flair to your encounters with a fresh set of finisher animations. Both Naue and Yasuke can now have expanded ways to end fight in style with more cinematic flair and brutality. Check out some examples below. That is a very long one, the Cannibal one. Dude, they're doing multiple for one weapon? That's crazy. Some of them seem familiar though. I think, aren't these like from Odyssey or something? Like, let me know as well in the chat, in the comments. Some of them feel very familiar. Dude, the Cannibal gets 3 finishers. But this feels like the heavy mace finishers from Odyssey. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is a really cool one. Oh my god. Yeah, we know this one too. This is from Origins. Okay, so this is like, is this all there is? Because some of them have only one, some of them have multiple. I'm not sure, but very interesting. I'm not seeing a new Kusarigama finisher. So that also would mean, I hope they still are doing a Kusarigama finisher, but they are likely just going back to the older games and saying, okay, we have a spear finisher, we have a heavy mace finisher, let's just put them to the game. But damn, they look awesome, especially the katana finishers. They really seem new. But yeah, this is pretty awesome. So good job on them. The Animus Rift, lost and found. A mysterious new rift has appeared within the Animus. Uncover secrets, solve puzzles, traverse across the digital planes, and help the guide. We all know the guide. We can't wait to see the guide again. I'm kidding. I hope this is like more interesting. I mean, I liked it in terms of gameplay. The previous one they did, of course, you go to a sort of spot and then you instantly basically switch from Naue to Yasuke and the other way around and do some puzzles. And we don't see it here, but they were teasing in the trailer that we might see a pirate ship somewhere. So I'm curious if it's just that teaser in the distance or if it will have a bigger impact. But that's of course teasing the Black Flag remake that we all know is coming. So we got a new project as well, Deviance. We're releasing a new project available in the Animus Hub called Deviance, in which you unlock a brand new bow staff, trinket, and more. Activate the new project, complete anomalies, progress through the rewards like the previous released one. This armor set looks awesome for Naue, by the way. It's of course a reskin, but yeah, it's similar to what Yasuke got, the white one. Them adding a bow staff to this is huge, because this also means that if you just play the game, if you've not like played the game before, immediately activate this project, do the anomalies, and they can get the bow staff before having finished the game. And then, yeah, play with the new weapon type. Really curious what the perks are, of course, on this, but that looks pretty awesome. They have vault access in the Animus menu. A quick access for the vault has been added to the Animus menu, while in gameplay for easier access to the feature. because we're of course all using this vault feature a lot. But yeah, they're making it easier. This one is big. New resources available in the exchange. Gold, mastery, and knowledge points are now available as part of daily offers, which can be purchased repeatedly with keys. If you know me, I have like 16,000 keys, and I sometimes get a Helix pack from Ubisoft. I sometimes buy them myself. So I have a lot of like spare keys that I don't use. So actually being able to, I'm gonna especially use them on knowledge points, because that should mean that I can also get my knowledge rank up to 10, because I'm not at 10 yet. So yeah, this is pretty interesting. Then we got bug fixes and improvements. Again, we will look at the new Helix items that got leaked in a moment here. Improved various FPS issues, fixed crash for stability improvements, improved the touchscreen experience for the Switch 2 again, which is kind of awesome, by the way. I've been playing a bit on the Switch 2, and you can really use the touch controls to, for example, switch loadout or navigate the menus. But also, if you want to look at the map, just cruise around with your finger, like a regular mobile sort of experience. So it's pretty cool that they have the touch controls there. If you, for example, play on an ROG Ally, I don't think that is possible. Then they removed an exploit that would permit double engravings on the Sword of Phantoms. They fixed an issue preventing Naginatas from being sold. It resolved an issue where perks that checked mastery points spent would not update if mastery points changed after equipping the item. Again, that is very hard without damage numbers or anything. I just equipped a trinket that says, yo, you get 200% extra damage if you for your unspent masteries. Basically, so it seemingly did not properly work. You have no idea of telling that by just looking at the game. I will of course beat this drum, the damage numbers drum, until they finally add it, if they ever will. Simon has been teasing. I think Simon said they're not gonna add it, but the stat page is seemingly still in the cards. We hold out hope. Fix an issue where upgrading skills to rank 3 would sometimes cause damage upgrades from rank 2 to be missing. Again, so probably when you update to this patch, you might notice that you deal a bit more damage because some things were just not properly working. The bow staff will now increase its affliction build-up stat when upgrading it to the mythic or artifact quality. So yeah, by using the enhance feature at the blacksmith. Perks with affliction effects now have dynamic wording that specify which affliction they apply, based on the item they are engraved on. Okay, that is interesting. So, yeah, I mean, you already saw this item does bleed. Seems like the word of the perk from the affliction will now say, yeah, bleed or whatever as well. Which can be nice, although it doesn't really change a lot. Fixed an issue where knowledge scrolls were removed from players' inventories. Shared skills between Naue and Yasuke will now correctly be learned by both. Okay. Added wording for the affliction after the flag perk to clarify it applies 35% build-up instead of a full affliction. Ensure that restore 6% health with posture attacks is present for all critical damage and health gain engravings for all weapons equipped. And yeah, then we have some other interesting things. Players can now whistle while using the follow road mechanic. Okay, corrupted castles will no longer reset when loading into a previous save after a season has already changed. Fix an issue where enemies and loot would respawn upon loading a save before changing a season. Again, I have the patch notes in the description, but I think we covered the most interesting ones. Let's now go to the Discord. So yeah, this is gonna be the new Helix pack that will also be added with the update. Yeah, the name that we know here that has been shared in Discord is the Fire and Ice pack. And this is the armor set for Yasuke with like an ice katana. This is the headgear for Naue. Seems like a pumpkin. Maybe this was like planned for Halloween or something. I don't know. Okay, this looks kind of crazy. A new bow staff. Okay. So yeah, that is for that. And then we also... oh my god, okay. This is gonna be the mount. Kind of like the Sauron pack and stuff, right? And, this is the trinket then, right? So yeah, pretty crazy stuff. And then this is another look at the project items. I think this is a combination that we do not have in the game yet, but correct me if I'm wrong, but it looks kind of cool. And another bow staff, of course. And the trinket. So there you have it. The update again drops on December 16th. I'll be streaming it. I'll be making a video on it. So I hope to see you then. Of course, subscribe to JorRaptor as well. Leave a like, and I will speak to you soon. Goodbye.